Okay, so the championship semi-final is about to get underway.
Hell yeah.
With the Sheffield Giants going on offense first, and your undefeated East Kilbride Pirates taking the field on defense. We saw Sheffield eke a fairly close game with Manchester in the last game. So we just need to see if they've got enough left in the tank to take over East Kilbride.
I think one of the things we're going to expect to see here today is pace. I think this game is going to be fast. I think we're going to see a lot of athletic performances here. And yeah, we'll be all good. So, yeah, Sachs comfortably completed their win in the plate semi-final. So they'll advance. Leeds are now done for the day. There's no third, fourth playoff in the plate. So they're done for the day. So after this game concludes, we'll bring you the plate final between London and Sachs in the City. But now strap in and enjoy what is going to be a very, very entertaining game, as that just goes in and out of the hands of Beckstex and brings up fourth down for the Giants on their opening drive. So good big play there for Sheffield to extend this first drive and march the East Kilbride Pirates defense back. So first and goal, they'll have, 22 yards or so to go as we are in this plate semi-final, awaiting our first score, and it's an interception immediately.
Tackled immediately by Marta. So
yeah, Kerry McLaughlin da Costa on the interception there. So a lovely start for the offense led by Ainsley Barkley, who threw absolutely mind-boggling 60-odd touchdowns.
60 touchdowns over the year. Spread pretty evenly over the offense. Rhiannon got 22. Abby got 17. And with the remainder kind of spread between 4 or 5 different players. Good play from Marta there to break up the pass before it can be gathered in by Rhiannon. Obviously short field for East Kilbride to work with initially. After the interception, giving them kind of 5 yards.
Good pressure by the blitzer.
Yeah.
By the blitzer there. Made Ainsley move.
Yeah, good pressure for the first 2 plays. Sheffield not looking like they're overly worried about the short field. Just playing their own game. Okay, so side snap to Abby Coleman with a sidearm pass to Robin McCluskey.
Yeah, so on your screen you'll be able to see the starting lineups, the overall. On your screen now you'll be able to see the sides, the players at the moment. This is an East Kilbride Pirates team that, as you know, is undefeated throughout the season. Played the Giants just a few weeks ago as Ainsley goes deep into the hands of McCluskey. Big play, a tackle is made. Tackled on just outside no run zone. Just outside no run zone. So we're going to have the full playbook available to the offense.
This is where you want to be as an offense. First and goal on the 5.1 yard line.
So here we go. And looking for the first score from East Kilbride. And it's the back of the end zone. And it's a catch. And it's a touchdown. Pirates 6, Giants 0.
That is the classic combination we've seen throughout the year of Ainsley Barkley to Rhiannon Innes.
That's the first score of the semi-final round. It remains 0-0 in the Coventry derby over on the other pitch. In the battle of the 2 and 3 seed. Right here, we're showing you the number 1 seed and the number 4 seed in the semi-finals. So we'll keep you abreast of what's going on the other pitch as Ainsley throws back to Abby Coleman, who spins into the end zone and takes EKP out to a 7-0 lead after one offensive drive each.
Okay, so probably the best start that EKP could have asked for. Getting an interception from Sheffield and then pushing it in for the score.
And it's tipped again. This EKP defense is frightening. Moving fast, and on the other pitch, we have a touchdown to the Coventry Cougars. And there's an injury on the play, but that will be 6-0 to the Cougars on the other pitch. And over here, Bowman takes the snap and throws it out to Bex Dex. And we get the tackle made by Kerry McLaughlin de Costin, who has already got the pick.
If there's one thing this East Kilbride defense has prided themselves on over the last 5-6 years, it has been the consistency of their tackling. They are quick to make tackles, they're aggressive, and they do not look like they are letting up this year. Okay, so after a quick break for an injury on the other field, we will get going again.
Yeah.
Okay. So a flag has been thrown in the secondary by experienced referee Gordon McSherry.
Quick chat with Carla over from Ireland to help referee today's BAFA WFFL Finals Day. She also came over for the National Flag Football League. And a lot of experience from Carla. I think she was at the European Championships as well. So one of the she's had a busy year as Carla. Also took charge of the Emerald Bowl games over in Ireland recently, where they went to almost a dozen overtimes in the Premier League before the Dublin Panthers ran out as their second championship in a row. So we're coming back in. Conversation's over. The ball is spotted. The clock is running. And we're going for a strong left formation on the offense as MVP of the earlier game.
Okay. This is the first sign of a little bit of shakiness in the Giants' offense.
Bit of a discombobulated drive there.
They started slow in the quarters and then picked it back up. So there is always still a chance.
So East Kilbride offense got off to a hot start, and we'll be looking to back that up with a second play. Nice and short. So on the other pitch, we were incorrect. It was a tackle a yard short. So it is They've got a couple of attempts and goals. So it's still 0-0 in the Coventry derby as Abby Coleman takes the ball through the middle of the field.
Abby
and
obviously
advances.
representing GB at the Youth Euros in Italy earlier this year and walking away with a gold medal.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to see quite a lot as we enter the kind of latter stages. There's quite a lot of gold medal championship caliber on the field. So, yeah, let's enjoy the high standard of football that we have here as Ainsley releases the ball to Abby Coleman, who
Steps
just out of bounds, I think, just before the halfway. Yeah, she's being marked with maybe a yard to go. She still had both of her flags. I think for a split second there, she saw the end zone opening up before her.
I think Abby is very much like Shan from the previous game, in that she can do it all. She can run, she can pass, she can throw, she can catch, she can pass and throw.
Good words.
Yeah,
good words. So the extra point was good. Coventry did eventually get in and completed the extra point. So it is now 7-0 to the Cougars.
A good catch from Rhiannon in wide open space. Change of direction, getting an extra couple yards. But then once again, as we've seen from all the defenses in this last couple of games, it's been good gang tackling, good working together, and they don't give up on plays very easily, do they?
No, they don't. We expect to see a lot of swarm tackling as we've got Rhiannon isolated over on one side. And Ashley's looking that way. She's going that way. Oh. And Coakley there managed to keep Rhiannon to the outside, and the ball felt incomplete. So we are gonna.
Okay, so there was a false start on the offense, not called early enough by the referees. So we will go back, and it will be repeat. Repeat down. Okay.
Over the middle and just
out
beyond
of
the reach of the receiver, targeting the middle of the field.
I've said that a few times today. Just off the fingertips, just out the reach. A lot of justs. Which team will make it to the final and just miss out on the championship?
So yeah, obviously both of those teams have done enough to earn the right to play for a medal. We just are waiting to discover what colour it's going to be. So 7-0 to the East Kilbride Pirates as they drive towards the end zone. Dumped over the middle. And the coverage was tight there on Marnie Brennan. Couldn't quite pull it in.
So we obviously say you play your way in to the finals day. It is the regular season can mean nothing. However, for the semi-finals, we have ended up with the top 4 teams from the regular season. There hasn't been any underdog stories or any upsets, as there has been in previous years.
Yeah, I think the last couple we've had, it has been that way. Shows that the top teams do eventually rise to the top. I think the plate's always good value for an upset. You know, we saw Manchester take out the 5 seed earlier on, but then couldn't get past the Sheffield team despite an early lead.
That is true. Manchester took out Sax, and now Sax are in the plate final.
Yeah, well, they you know, if you lose in the wildcard round, you get a game off. So, you know, if you're going to, obviously no one comes into the day thinking, let's have a run at the plate rather than the national championship. But it looks like we are going to see the plate final after this. And Ainsley Barclay is doing amazing work to try and throw, but she's going to be flagged for a delay of game.
Oh, that is unfortunate refereeing. She has been called for 7 seconds despite there being a handoff in the backfield. So I believe that will be called an inadvertent whistle. And the play will be repeated because East Kilbride will obviously not want the result of that play. That is something you never want to see from a referee.
It's happened once or twice in games I've been involved in. It does happen. It's unfortunate to happen on this stage. It's unfortunate to be broadcast to the nation when it happens. We do all make mistakes.
We are
at our
human.
jobs. We are human, and we will go again. So it remains.
So it will remain third down, and it will be as if that play never happened, and the head judge never made any mistakes.
So fourth down. It was fourth down.
Was it fourth down?
Yeah.
Okay, so fourth down it is.
It was fourth down. So, yeah, over on the other pitch, Panthers scored and missed the extra point, so we're up to 7-6 in the Battle of Coventry. So in the backfield.
Looks like they're running a very similar play.
Similar play. Ainsley's looking. She's thrown across the middle.
Oh, that's a
and Marta
fantastic
comes
play.
over. There was a split second there where I thought that was going the other way in one hand. But it's incomplete, so it remains 7-0 with, big play from Marta there.
Okay, so all's well that ends well. East Kilbride got another go at it, and Sheffield didn't let the score in, so everyone's happy.
Well,
Everyone's happy, Vez.
Bowman going over the top to Marta.
That is
To
a good
blanketed
play.
coverage.
It would have been a fantastic catch if Marta was able to pull that from between.
Or if DaCosta McLaughlin had managed to pull that in. I don't think it was ever. Maybe it was on. I think if you're a defensive player, you think that's on.
If you're an offensive player, you probably also think that's on.
So-
I think you always should favour yourself.
Lovely. Second down.
Okay.
Marta in slot to the left. Amber Cam.
Short.
Oh, and it's just a little thinking about the route you were going to run before the ball is in. And
That's unfortunate because it puts them very much behind the chains now. So that is going to be third and half.
a long way.
You always think that you can overcome kind of one incompletion and no.
Marta Matthews
Well.
is going to try and take over this game.
She may have to.
Yeah. Bukowska Matthews. No stranger to semi-final and finals football in the Women's National League. We will staying with it. 7-7.
Sorry?
7-0. 7-6 on Netherfield. 7-0 here. Sheffield.
7-7 is nowhere.
7-7 nowhere. Sheffield looking to. Oh, nice little combination there.
Okay,
And
so
we are into Pirates territory for the first time.
Okay, so Sheffield going into the bunch formation that a lot of teams are using now. The main thing with that bunch,
Turned over.
the main thing with that bunch formation
that
is
Lizzie Murdoch?
avoiding the blitz. Yes, it is. It is Lizzie.
Lizzie Murdoch turns the ball over, gives the Kilbride
Lizzie was the leading interceptor with 10 on the regular season. Almost won every game. Or if you're doing best maths, maybe 1.2.
No, I know that 10 is less than 12.
Okay, so
Short field,
2 drives from Sheffield, 2 interceptions.
and that's a catch from Marnie Brennan. Moving up towards halfway.
Okay.
Ainsley moving in the pocket. Sensibly just gets rid of the ball. The coverage there was excellent on the back end of the Sheffield defense. Pressure coming in. That's 68, Bree McKetty-Edwards on the blitz there. So we'll see.
Huge uproar.
Yeah, lots of shouting. So this nice bunch formation, Rhiannon once again isolated out on the side. A big stop from a couple of yards away for the Panthers defense on the other pitch. So it remains 7-6 to the Cougars. Panthers now have the ball. We are unable to show you any footage of that because we are obviously bringing you this game. But yeah, anytime something good happens, our roving reporter, Chris Nicholas, will let us know, and we will let you know as well.
So I think this will bring up 4th and very short for the Pirates.
Yeah, so they just need a little gain here, reset the down clock, and continue on their merry way. Oh, nice little scrum pass, scrum half.
Nice, easy completion. That was like she was like behind her back row, takes the scrum, someone leaks out, you pop it off.
Okay, so first down, 24 and a half yards to go, 4 downs to do it in. Well, Ainsley Barclay stands alone in the backfield. And goes deep. Oh, off the hands, off the foot, incomplete. It was there. She was free, but again, just those not quite connecting on some of those deep balls.
This is American flag football. However, kicking the ball is not encouraged in this form of the game.
You will be penalized.
Okay, so that'll bring up 2nd and still very long for East Kilbride. Always a chance that they can go for
side
it all.
snap.
Side snap, side arm.
Missed tackle from Marta. Tidied up nicely though by Hannah Soar. So we do have the poll in the comments on this game. Who do you think is going to win? I think East Kilbride are currently 77% of our viewers think East Kilbride are going to win this one. It is only 7-0, but we are driving.
East Kilbride's defense has looked pretty solid. During that, I guess, break in the plays there, that will bring up the 2-minute warning. Both teams have 2 timeouts. So East Kilbride will potentially want to eke as much time off the clock here as they possibly can. Okay. Oh. But they have a short completion once again with a side snap to Abby, a pitch forward to Robin, and then they go out of bounds to stop the clock.
So we'll try and I've got my stopwatch out, so I'm going to try and keep you up to date with the real time left on the clock. There's just been a turnover on downs I can see over the heads over on pitch 2. Panthers have turned the ball over, so Cougars have the ball with 17 seconds left in the half, up 7-6.
Once again, we are calling Marta Barkowska-Matthews' name with a fantastic break up in the end zone to give Sheffield the ball back with 1 minute and 50-something seconds, 52 seconds.
1:52 left, turned the ball over.
According to Bez Maths.
So Andy Keith is shouting up at us that there's 1:40 left, meaning that my clock and their clock are out. I did try my best. I'll let it run. And a fumble there, that will stop the clock. In flag football, the fumble does... is it complete inbounds?
It looks like they have called it complete
still
and
run.
then with a fumble.
Calling the clock still run.
2nd down, clock's running.
Yeah, clock still running. Okay, so that's fine. I won't pause mine. So Emma looking across. There's Amber Cam. First time we've heard her name so far today. She gets the ball, number 44. She had a tremendous game earlier on. And we will continue on the way. Clock is still running, so we should be under a minute now. Tackle made. East Kilbride will be pretty happy with that. It is short of halfway, so the clock will still run. No sign of a timeout from the...
Not from either side,
Either side, I guess. The Pirates will be happy just to let them run out the clock. Sheffield obviously think they can get it done. I think there's probably about 25 to 30 seconds to go as Emma goes deep. Complete misunderstanding there.
They are going to call contact on the quarterback, I believe. Emma Bowman has either legitimately hurt herself or sold that fairly well.
So that will stop the clock.
Okay, so we are walking it off. It will be contact on the quarterback. It will take them midway into Pirates territory with an automatic first down.
Half-time on the other pitch. 7-6 Cougars at half-time. And yeah, Ella Jackson, I see you watching there. Yeah, unfortunately, we are not in charge of pitch allocations. So yeah, the Panthers are stuck on the pitch at the moment with no live footage. But if they make it to the final, then we will bring that to you. And we'll see their excellent uniforms as they challenge for a national championship.
Bez has just given up with a stopwatch, so we will be at the mercy of the referees shouting the time towards us. They said 50 or 20 or something in that lines.
On that play, it's the 10 yards. 10 yards are being very, very useful here to get them inside. They're currently about 7 yards back.
If you do hear any...
there appears to be some kind of rave going on next door, if you can hear the background bass.
Believe it or not, I actually think it's a pantomime.
All right. And almost directly into the hands of Karen McLaughlin DaCosta. Had a pick earlier on, dangerous player to be throwing at. We got a change at blitz as it's fourth down. A lot of incompletion, so a lot of clock stoppages here, but we must be very, very close.
I heard Jimmy say 14 seconds.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but... Okay.
Robin McCluskey batting the ball into the stands to make sure it was incomplete. That will be a turnover on downs. A good defensive set there from the number 1 seed. And we'll get maybe a play, maybe two, from the East Kilbride offense as we approach halftime. The game on pitch 2 has already restarted after halftime, so they're a little ahead of us.
Okay, so this game has 7 seconds on the clock, so we will get one play.
And it's a running play. Dynamite, Abby Coleman, who makes her way to just shy of halfway before being tackled. And
okay, that will bring up halftime.
So, a good half of football, 7-0 to EKP. After that first drive, I thought we could see a bit of an explosion of offense, but it has not happened. We are still a one-score game. We are a one-score game over on the other pitch as well. We just saw a very athletic interception from the Panthers defense, which is going to give them the ball.
I think that was Emma Dedicote.
About 11 yards out. So they will be trying to push the ball into the end zone while we are at the half here. Unfortunately, we can't swing the camera around because they are driving into the end zone that you may have seen with our coverage earlier on, which is obscured by a giant yellow girder. So I'm going to go full radio and describe it to you here. We have a strong right formation from the offense. It was a run fake, and the ball is thrown, and it is incomplete from the quarterback. So we're going to go into second down from the 12. Again, Panthers looking into this near side end zone. I'm going to adjust the commentary setup here so I can see the end zone. So it's another strong right formation. Emma Dedico, the interceptor, is in the slot. But it goes to the other side, to the isolated receiver, gains a couple of yards, tackle immediately made. So 3rd down and 10.5. Emma Dedico now isolated on the right-hand side of the formation. Is a strong offensive left. The ball comes back over the middle. And there's a tackle made just right on the 6-yard line. So we're going to have 4th and 6, but there will be an injury timeout. We're going to call over the first aiders. Looks like there's a cougar that is hurt. So we're just going to take some time there while she is tended to, and we'll be back again shortly. Okay, so she's been helped to her feet and off to the sideline. We're going to see a 4th down and goal from, pretty much bang on the 6. Coming out of injury timeout. Again, the Panthers have gone for a strong left formation. The defensive coverage has slid that way. Natasha Linton is on Emma Dedico one-on-one. Emma runs over the middle, and it's a catch. And I think she's tackled just short. And yeah, that will bring up a turnover on downs. So it is, the scoreline remains 7 points to 6 to the Cougars. They have the ball on their own 5-yard line, and they will start driving as we return to our live coverage of the East Kilbride Pirates and the Sheffield Giants, as Ainsley Barclay takes a snap to start the second half, and it is incomplete with Marnie Brennan as the target.
Okay, so Sheffield Giants changing up at the blitz position in the hope that they get something different. And they do, they get a lot of pressure on there. Very good coverage from the Giants secondary. And nothing really opening up.
Yeah, it's Natalie Cook in at blitz now. Not sure if that's a tactical change or if someone's hurt.
Nothing noticeable happened with any of their players, but
No,
we are just at half-time, so something could have cropped up.
As Marnie makes a nice move, but the tackle is made.
Gain of 5.
Our roving reporter, Mr. Stuart Anderson, has just returned to tell us that the pantomime on next door is Jack and the Beanstalk, for those of you that may have been interested.
Probably available up until Christmas, so...
So incomplete there. Abby Coleman took the snap.
So bring up turnover.
Turnover and down, still 7-0. And the offense of the Sheffield Giants coming sprinting on to the field. The East Kilbride Pirates get themselves ready and in position to defend the first drive of the half. It's still just a 1-score game. It's a lovely pitch and catch, and I think that is Beck's Dex. Bowman to Dex, something that we've seen quite a lot of today. Dex, one of the faster players on that team, looking to advance the ball. Offense in a quick huddle on the sideline for the Pirates. Sheffield defense also making sure that they're all on the same page before the next time they do battle. Marta with a catch, and that's going to bring up third down and about 10.
It's a very, very different game than the last time the Giants and the Pirates met. The score last time was 28-42 in favour of the Pirates. So obviously a very low-scoring affair this time. Both defences have done their scouting, have worked on not letting in as many points.
Yeah, and it's important to mention as well that game was only 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
so
that was the final day of the season.
They have seen each other very recently. Some of the other matchups that we've had today, the teams haven't seen each other for most of the season. They're kind of rematches of early round games.
It's not their first game of the season.
The way the Pirates have been so far this year. Sheffield were one of their last games of the season a couple of weeks ago. Kerry McLaughlin DaCosta getting in the way there. Amber Cam, obviously a key player, and they are matching up well with the defense. There is a quick conversation of referees. There's no flag. Oh, there is a flag thrown. It's just been picked up. But
okay, so penalties declined, whatever it was.
Penalties declined. Offense on Sheffield defense. Trots onto the field. Tanya Boys in the middle of the pitch, in the middle of your screens, coordinating the defense, calling the plays. And
Tanya's obviously been involved in the Giants team for years upon years. I think she started out at Nottingham, I think, the uni team back in her uni days, and has.
And we're going deep to Marnie Brennan, and it's just not quite there for Marnie. The coverage was on her, but I think she would have been. I think she had a step. Ainsley goes to the sideline, gets the next play. Marnie just trots off. And we're ready to get moving. No change in the scoreline on pitch 2, still 7-6 to the Cougars. If anything happens over there, we will let you know straight away. I know a lot of you are interested, as Abby Coleman takes the catch, and a fantastic tackle, a very, very good tackle there.
Pretty disciplined from the defender. She knows she's not getting a hand on the ball. Just let the receiver catch it, make the tackle. Don't let them progress any further. Because if she goes for the ball, misses it, it's a touchdown.
No progression, no penalties. Just makes the tackle. First down and a ball length. So Ainsley winding up for a big one, and Rhiannon is there, and she's caught it, and that's it. She's in.
That is Faye, I believe.
Is that Faye? Sorry, yes, you're right, that is. That is crediting the wrong player. Rhiannon was on the other side of the pitch. So that makes it up to 13-0 to the Pirates. Looks like they're going to go for a 1-point conversion.
Faye coming over from the contact team, first year at flag. Okay, so we go straight back, and it's a drop. So that will keep the score at 13-0. Ainsley managing the offense well, spreading the ball about, making sure everyone gets a touch, everyone has a chance to make their impact on the game. And now the East Kilbride defense just has to do what they've been doing all day. Make tackles, force mistakes. What a catch. That was very close to a sack.
It was, but it was good. I think she was out of bounds after getting a foot in. Or are we saying?
I think she stepped out of bounds just before, so it looks like it's incomplete.
Yes, so incomplete pass there. lot of athletic stuff going on there, but unfortunately the result for everyone involved is an incomplete pass. So we're going to...
We can't commentate on athletic stuff because we are not athletic.
No. It's far more athleticism going on down there than there is up here. So Emma Bowman put Bex Dex at the center position. Catch is made.
Okay.
There was a suggestion that might have bounced, but referee says absolutely not. Good catch.
It looked close, but it looked like a good catch from here. But obviously, we are much further away.
We're in
than
the bird.
referees.
We are in the bird's nest up here. So.
Okay. So bring up third down
Amber
for the
Cam
Giants.
Out. Bowman over the middle, looking for Marta, and it's in and out. It's a.
And it's a
on the
dangerous
ground. It's a
pass.
dangerous pass. It was into traffic.
Okay, so that'll bring up fourth. Fourth down for the Giants, and you've got to think their time may be running out with how long the Pirates are taking on offense to wind the clock down.
Yeah, and
But
the
as we've seen
difficulty
all day, comebacks are wild.
Yeah, there've been a couple of comebacks today, though. We won't count anyone out yet, but the Pirates defense is playing at a different level to many of the others that we've seen today. And just as we say that, Becca Gibson steps up with a big sack to get her offense back on the field.
Fourth down player for Becca. Comes in at blitz, makes an impact. That's all you need. Okay, so Pirates offense takes the field again. Same offense that started all day with just a different look. They put Marnie in slot and Abby out wide. And they go straight to Abby.
Abby and Becca. Abby and Bex is like a nice little matchup on the side.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen this time. They're not going to line up. Abby's coming more into the center's position, but
We
they
saw
are both
yeah.
they are both quick players, both very good at changing direction. Bree back in at blitz for Sheffield, putting pressure on Ainsley Barclay as she goes down the middle towards Robin. That's come together. There's flags thrown. That will probably earn 10 yards for the East Kilbride offense.
The Giants player got caught in between a rock and a hard place and just threw themselves in the middle of them.
Bouncing off the offensive player. That is contact. That is a penalty. So we're going to gain an automatic first down, and
that'll bring them probably just over the half.
yeah.
Okay.
So just while we're waiting for this penalty to be enforced, still a 1-point game over on the other field with the Coventry Cougars winning 7-6. There's been a lot of turnover on downs. Some stout defense. So we'll let you know if there's any change over there as we come back out, and we are kind of the worst kind of penalty given first down, where you're just a ball width over the first down line.
Okay, but they gained some yards on that. They gained probably close to 10 yards.
Yeah, Robin McCluskey playing well at centre and moving the East Kilbride offense. They'll be looking to extend their lead. A 2-score lead at the moment. The way their defense is playing feels pretty safe. If they get 3, I think it might be curtains for the East Kilbride Pirates. So at the moment, for the Giants. At the moment, it is East Kilbride Pirates versus Coventry Cougars in our national championship game. So a quick huddle as the play comes in. So there was a bit of conversation there between the defenders and the referee. And we line up. Ainsley still has the ball and under pressure just dumps it over the head of the blitzer into space, kills the play. No sense in throwing a risky turnover at this point in the game.
Nope,
your
just keep the
comfortable
ball.
lead could become a slender one very quickly, as we saw earlier on, where Manchester managed to turn around. I think it was 13 points in about 30 seconds. So
It is only a 13-point game, so it's definitely not dead and buried. If it becomes a 20-point game, then we're maybe looking at last-ditch territory for Sheffield.
play at the back of the end zone, but there is a flag coming in from the sideline after the ball went incomplete. Trying to wait and see if we can get the signal. So, incomplete it was. It is first down to the Giants. And someone has escaped from the pantomime. One of the actors has come through. He's bearing a trumpet, and he's off back into the auditorium.
I think it's Jack.
Second down to the Giants as they're driving to make their way back into this match. Not entirely sure how much time is left on the clock, but in the other game, we're down to the final 4 minutes. Cougars still up by a single point. Panthers have the ball. That game is slightly ahead of this one, so probably maybe 7 or 8 minutes left in the half. Pirates 13, Giants 0. Another 5 yards gained for the offense. Moving up 4th and 9.
Yeah.
Just watching the blitzman march out his steps. 4th and 8.5, 4th and 9, as they look to extend the drive. And Emma Bowman lining up, going deep. That's straight to Kerry. McLaughlin DaCosta, who takes the ball, makes one miss, and is tackled. She's going to give her offense maybe 15 yards and 4 downs to increase their lead and score this one out. That's Kerry with a second interception of the day. And 3 interceptions overall for the Pirates. 2-minute warning over on the other pitch. Panthers still with the ball. 1 point game. They're driving to take the lead. And it is a run play to Abby Coleman. Heard her name called a few times. Makes good yardage there, and she's tackled just inside the no-run zone.
Abby's only on the score sheet once, however, she's doing a lot of the dirty work in between the fives.
Yeah, she's a very elusive player, and yeah, she's been given a lot of opportunities by her quarterback.
And a lot of opportunities by her offense. She's been throwing the ball a fair few times.
Yeah, that's true. In and out the hands of Brennan. Over on the other pitch, we are inside 2 minutes, and the Cougars have the ball back. They are working the clock in order to try and close out a 1 point game. .147 remaining in the game over there as Barkley throws with the middle to Abby Coleman in the middle of the end zone. That's a touchdown. That takes us out to 19-0, and it's beginning to look very difficult now for Sheffield to try and get back into it. We'll have an extra point with a chance to make this 20. So a big trips formation, throwing back to Coleman, who safe hands into the end zone for the extra point. That makes it 20-0. And you got to think, barring a complete disaster now, that they're going to be feeling pretty comfortable on the Kilbride's sideline. It's not been perfect. It's not always been pretty, but a 20-point lead in a semi-final is a 20-point lead in a semi-final.
You've got to remember, like, the Giants at this point have played 3 games. This is the first game from East Kilbride Pirates, so they will be finding their feet. They'll be finding their rhythm. The offense looks to be kind of stepping into it, especially feeding a couple of their key players. So by the time the final rolls around, East Kilbride should be in their rhythm. Over on the other field, the Panthers may be struggling to find that rhythm, with the Cougars having the extra game just to kind of get used to it and get loose.
Yeah, we spoke about it earlier on that yes, while all of the higher seeds did win the game, often they did struggle when coming up against teams that, at least in the early going, struggled against teams that had that run out early. Obviously, the Cougars, with their championship pedigree, will feel comfortable in this situation. As Emma Bowman rolls to her right, looks directly across the middle to Mark Matthews, and she makes 1 miss. She makes 2 miss, but the 3 and 4 were there and made the tackle. So Sheffield Giants still fighting, trying to get themselves some points on the board, stressing the defense, and yeah. Bex Dex in the front of the end zone. McLaughlin DaCosta in coverage, but over the line. So 12-6. Bowman, 22-6, sorry. Bowman to Dex. And they'll go for the extra point as the 2-minute warning comes up.
Now.
Both teams, 2 timeouts.
Almost impossible, but it would be a fantastic comeback story.
It would be. I'm not sure. I think she's out of bounds. It was a pitch and a catch, but she was just out of bounds, so it remains 20-6. 14-point game.
And 20-6 also feels like the time that it could be right now.
It's 25.
It is pitch black outside.
It is dark, and it has been dark for a while, but not in this fantastic facility here in Motherwell. The only complaint I have is that it is made of giant yellow girders, and we can't see one of the end zones. Yeah. But
Sheffield seem fairly content with just winding the clock down. They don't seem like they're going to try and push anything. They know their day is done.
So, Cougars into the red zone, looking to extend their lead on the other pitch, while the Pirates on this pitch will be happy just to wind the clock down. As you can see, Ainsley Barclay not even looking at in the direction of travel, just waiting for the play clock to go down. But that will stop the clock, that incompletion.
Pirates looking pretty relaxed, laughing and joking as they go back in the huddle. I don't think anyone's...
Cougars touchdown on the far end of the pitch. Cougars touchdown at the far end of the pitch. That'll extend them out to 13-6 inside the 2-minute warning as Ainsley Barclay takes off. Oh! Breaks ankles once. And a tackle there made by Marta.
That is just showing what Ainsley can do. Obviously, also went off to the GB Championships, not as a quarterback, but as a receiver.
Yeah, although she did play a very, very good game at quarterback
She
in
played a
that
fantastic game
tournament.
at quarterback.
In that tournament, as kind of the second string receiver. So Brittany, as the Cougars make good on their extra point try, which puts them up 8 in that game, well inside the 2-minute warning. So they're going to be feeling pretty comfortable and making it back to yet another National Flag Football, Women's Flag Football League title here at Ravenscraig. As we watch Abby Coleman do her best Ainsley Barclay impression, and she is what a tackle. Excellent tackle. So that will turn the ball over on downs. There's not going to be a huge amount of time yet left, but the offense are galloping onto the field to try and close the gap even further.
Callum Woods, straight out of Dave hunting bears.
So 14-6 Cougars on the other field. About a minute to go. Panthers offense is on.
This game's not over.
It's not. You need to do something now as we watch a good throw over the middle, but just a wee bit behind her receiver here.
And,
so
Emma Dedico on the other pitch making a fantastic catch through contact.
Not contact given as a foul, though. So they are just on the halfway line. The Panthers offense, the clock will still be running as they're looking to close the gap. So Bowman going for it all. That's Amber Cam. And Lizzie Murder gets there, pops her hand on the ball, bounces it out of bounds. And very, very difficult for Sheffield from here.
Okay, so both teams fairly content with kind of playing the last few plays of this game out. Over on the other field, we have a tense finish. We have a fantastic
We have
finish.
a Panthers touchdown. They will have to go for 2. They will have to go for 2 to tie it up.
They don't have to. They should.
That's it. Over here we have a 20-6 game. EKP into their first national final, knocking out the Sheffield Giants, who will go into the 3rd, 4th playoff game. And just like earlier on, the Panthers are going into the dark end zone where we can't see because of the girder, so we're going full radio. It's a strong right formation for the Panthers. The quarterback has the ball. She's thrown deep to Emma Dedico, and it's incomplete. The ball is on the ground. The ball is on the ground. The Panthers are 2 points down. The Cougars will take over on downs with next to no time left. My gosh. If teams are going to have close finishes, they need to be at the other end.
I know. Panthers are really needing the pick here. I don't know how long's left in that game. I don't know if Chris has given us a time scale.
31 seconds left. Victory formation for the Cougars. The Panthers do not have enough timeouts or downs to stop the clock. So we are going to see the East Kilbride Pirates and the Coventry Cougars on this pitch in the National Championship game a little bit later on. Before we get there, though, we're going to get to watch the plate final of the London Amazons and Sax in the City. So stay with us for that one. Before we get there, though, Scotty, I'm going to have to ask you for your semi-final most valuable player from the Giants and Pirates game.
So I think from the Giants side, Marta did a lot of good work, both offensively and defensively. However, one player unfortunately cannot win it on defense for you, so it would have to be one of the players from East Kilbride. Kerry's obviously got a couple of interceptions. Ainsley threw 3 touchdowns and had a pretty flawless game. Abby did all of the kind of dirty work in between the 5 and the goal line, contributing with 1 touchdown and 2 extra points. So I think for this game, I will have to give it to Ainsley Barclay.
Fantastic. So quarterback there of the East Kilbride Pirates, Ainsley Barclay, with our MVP for the game. We will join you again very, very soon. We're going to take a very, very quick break before the plate final. We'll go deliver out the coveted Iron Brew and tea cake to Ainsley Barclay, and we will catch you again in probably about 10 minutes for the plate final. So stay with us here on the way we HNC it. We will catch you again very soon. Thanks, guys.